Hey folks, how's everybody doing? Happy Saturday night. Glad you could join me here. This is a sort of an impromptu thing. Just decided to go live tonight because again I don't have a gig tonight. I would have had a gig. Actually, we had to cancel tonight's gig for reasons of ill health and not having a drummer. But the gigs are starting up next week. We're on, and the week after that, and then it starts up, and hopefully we'll be solid through the rest of the year. But so I decided to come live. I haven't done a live show since before Christmas, and haven't done hardly anything in the new year. So far, I've only done one show on the channel at this point. I did that Genesis show, which was a lot of fun. If you haven't checked that out, check out the Genesis show. If you're into Genesis at all or curious about Genesis, go back and look at that show. I had the two experts on. I had Martin and Pete, and had a really good discussion on Genesis, and that was a good show. It was a lot of fun. Alrighty, let me say hello to the people that are with us right now. We got R2, R3. How's it going, man? Mark Tanner's here. Welcome, Tim Thomas. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody in here. Happy New Year, belated New Year. Spencer Cron. Hey, man. No gigs tonight, Spencer. Oh, no, you had a gig yesterday, I think, wasn't it? Janice, how's it going? Uh-oh, Q's in the house. What's up, bruh? Rick's joined us. Hey, Rick. Gary Joyce, how you doing? Paul Lou, Papa Blue. Janice, how are you? Probably saying hello to a few people twice, but that's okay. All right. Papa Blue hasn't had a gig in 10 years. Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm not ready to hang up my cap yet. As long as I'm still upright and I can still play, I'm going to keep going with the gigs as long as I possibly can. Funny enough, I'm going to play minimally tonight because we're right now we're in the process of getting drummers up to speed. We've got like a sort of a group of drummers now that we're drawing from, and because we're drawing from different drummers for different gigs, that means we're rehearsing twice a week now. So like I rehearsed Thursday for 3 hours. I rehearsed this afternoon for 3 hours, so my fingers are basically mush. So I'm not gonna be playing a lot today, but I did have the guitar here because there's something I wanted to talk about in a bit. Guitar Man 45, how are you? BB Made, nice to see you. Charlie S. Yeah, Spencer had a gig last night. That's what I thought I saw. Daniel Newbury, welcome. Okay, I think I said hello to BB Made. If not, BB Made, hello. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, Janice knows what I'm talking about. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's the best thing in the world. Brent Smith. There's a new name. Hello. Nice to see you. The Pro Bam Bam and Tappy Tap Tap. Is that like Snap Crackle Pop? Is that what that is? Yeah, so if you can hear that. That is something absolutely new that I am very surprised and shocked that I'm actually enjoying. And yes, I have completely gone to the dark side. Hey, Don, how are you, man? I've completely gone to the dark side. I am using software. So all the sound, the guitar tones that you're going to be hearing tonight are all software. I don't have the pedals by my feet like I normally do. I don't have the I'm looking at two heads and a cab there. My Friedman and my Harmony card. Jesus, my Hughes and Kenner are sitting there. And no, I'm going straight into an interface so you can see the corner of here, and it's all software. And I'm real surprised at how good this sounds. And this is just the free download, try it out, see if you like it thing, right? I'm still debating on whether or not to get the full-blown version. There's a sale on this weekend if I go full-blown version, but I'm thinking, man, if I can just, when it's time to rehearse practice, if I could just, literally plug right into the computer and pick any tone I want and just jam and learn stuff, instead of digging in the bag for my pedals. I mean, this is first world problems, right? But it's just so freaking convenient, and you get access to like 1,000 different amps and, pedals and cabs and move microphones around and all this kind of crap, stuff that in 100 years I'd never amassed gear wise, right? So it's kind of cool, and I'm really surprised at how good this software sounds. And I'm just using scraps. Like, I got the free one. I haven't even bought it yet, right? This is the free one, and just what they have the free one actually is I'm good with. But yeah, it's crazy. And let me just say hello. Oh, Steve Auger, how are you? I'm doing good, buddy. How are you, man? Dwight Bailey joined us. How you doing? I got a Dream 65 and HX Stomp. Oh, cool. The HX Stomp. Yeah. Yeah, the HX Stomp is cool. I would have loved if it had for gigging, because you got to scroll through. Because if it was laid out a little bit better, I would have actually really thought about that instead of the HX effects a year ago. But I'm back to pedals now anyway. Guitar Man 45 bought the new figured Kramer SM1 Royal Purple. Friday should have it Tuesday. Oh, cool. Very exciting. Yes. Okay, I'm just getting caught up here on the chat. Don't forget to give our Hackster a thumbs up. Yes. Thumbs up. Yeah, I work hard for my money. Gary Joyce, how's it going? Can I join? I need a little help. Not sure what you're referring to, Brent. How do you stream the sound from software? Okay, so I don't want to make this a total nerd fest, but what I'm using is something called Bias Effects. And I have a few people I know that have just been going on about it and going on about it and going on about it. And I'm able to, I have a copy of Reaper recording software, and there's a way that you can use a third-party program called Lander. And if you load Lander into your Reaper, set that up as your master track, and then you can basically create two tracks, create a track in Reaper, hit the effects, turn the effects on, and if you have bias effects, you can choose that, and then you can basically, that's it, and then you're playing over the air. I mean, and you can use bias effects as a standalone too. So, but if you want to stream, you can do it. That's how you would do it. So, but that's in a nutshell, that's how you do it. But it's just amazing to me that like a total software package like that is supposed to be a plexi cranked. Now, is it really that close? I don't know, but like, listen to that. Just the throb, I call it, when you hit the note and it almost, it really mimics that sort of that tube goodness after you let a note ring out. It's kind of cool. Yeah, no worries, BB Nate. There's a shit ton of videos on this, right? Or know somebody more intelligent. Which, fortunately, I know a few people that can straighten me out with this crap. One of them is in the chat here, and he really helped me out with it. Yeah, yeah, and that's the other thing, Don, because the thing, every time I watch one of my videos where I'm playing the guitar and shooting the shit, like one of these hangout things, I'm always a little taken aback by, man, it doesn't sound anywhere near as good going out as what I'm hearing in the room. Like I'm, hearing these tones and they're great, and then I go back and I watch the video and I'm like, man, it sounds like crap. And I think the only way to do it is you got to use software. And that's what, a lot of the YouTubers are using, right? The guys that play online and in live streams, is they're using software. And that's really the only way you can do it, Hey, Ron Limber, how's it going? Yeah, Rick Hefner. Yeah, he's the one that fixed me up today. Yeah, it doesn't sound like... Steve, I'm like the biggest cork sniffer out there, and if it sounded at all cheesy or digital, like I would just little hairs, but I'm actually very surprised at how good it sounds. A little too much gain for AC/DC, but that's pretty good. Software. Fucking software. That's crazy. Zach, how's it going? Paul Lou? Have a drink on me, yeah. Butchered, but yeah. Always have a drink on me. Yeah, it's this is a riff that a friend of mine plays incorrectly, and he's in here, so... Software, guys. Hard to believe, I know. Got rid of the Friedman and got the Rev. RD20 head. Yeah, man. Revs are cool, eh? I've been toying with the idea of a Rev. I don't know if... Yeah, and the 20 watt would be perfect, right? For, all you need to play gigs these days is 20 watts, honestly. So you could gig with that, get like a 212 cab, and you're good to go. Yeah. And they got all kinds of, you know, I think there's a USB out on that. Is that correct? For recording and stuff. You can correct me on that if I'm wrong, Charles or Charlie. But yeah, those are cool, man. Those are really cool. Yeah, I was looking at a 5 watt Laney Lionheart head, but man, real a lot of money. But they basically they do all kinds of stuff. Like again, there's a line out. There's all this gadgets and things in there. But at the end of the day, it's a Laney head. 5 watts is basically just for home use. You can't really you wouldn't be able to gig with it. Drummer would drown you out. But I love Laney stuff, man. It's too bad Laney doesn't make a 20 watt head. Then I might have a problem. Hey, Russ, how are you, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Gene, the dancing machine. How's it going, buddy? Are watching on the big screen, dude. I hope you paid that TV off because you're gonna have a cracked screen in a minute. George Badar, what's going on? Happy Saturday. Yes, the Revs have the XLR out. Yeah, so it's got a line out. Okay, yeah, 2 note. Yeah, that's right. The 2 notes and the scab. Yeah, you got. Oh yeah, that's a killer amp, man. Yeah, full recording. Yeah, Revs are awesome, and they're Canadian. So there you go. 20 watts is good, but the 100 watt for some reason had a different sound. Sounds better. Guitar Man 45. You know what I find? Oftentimes the higher wattage amps, even if you don't need the power, they always seem to sound a little better. I don't know if that's because of the headroom or whatever. Like even when you have which a lot of amps do now, they have like power soaks, right? Where you can, it's so many watts, 50 watts, and you can knock it down to 25 or 5, whatever. What I find is as soon as you do that, you lose some harmonic content, right? It just starts to not sound as good. You know what I mean? You lose some of the frequencies. That's what I find. And when I've compared like I had a Marshall Origin, and what did I have? I think I had the 50, which was like crazy overkill. But the reason I got it is I was being it with the 20 watt, and it just sounded way better than the 20 watt. It just sounded better, I've got another example. I've got the, a Hughes and Kettner. They don't even make these anymore. It's a Tubemeister. It's a 36 watt head. Well, for when they were making, when this was out, there was an 18 watt version. I think it was 18 watts or 20 watt version. And that one always sounded like crap. And then, you get the same amp with double the, an extra tube, double the power. And it just sounded way, way better. So I don't know why that is, Mind you, today I was playing out of a JCM 2000 100 watt Marshall head through a 412 cab with a Gibson SG. That's what I use when I rehearse. I don't own it. It's at the studio that we rent when we play. But yeah, nothing. I mean, this is all cool here with the software and getting decent sounds and all that. But really, man, there's nothing better than pushing air. I mean, I had that amp up around. Usually when I'm rehearsing, the amps end up being at around like 5, and they're 100 watt heads. The best one is there's a place that we with a different band that I rehearse at, and they've got, and one it's like I'm flanked with two 200 watt heads and 412 cabs. One is a dual rectifier, a Mezza, right, and then on the other end of the room is a what was the other one? I think it might have been JCM 2000. So I literally have both of them. I got a splitter box, an ABY box. So I'm playing out of both heads at the same time, and they're on either side of the drummer, and they're like pointed towards the center of the room, which is where I'm at, opposite facing the drummer. So I'm getting like Mezza and Marshall 100 watt, and they're both at about, I would say, 5, maybe 6. And I'm playing a Les Paul. I mean, oh my God. That's like the best goddamn feeling in the world. You feel like a rock star. And you got, you're, if I had hair, it would be blowing back. You know what I'm saying? Nothing better than that, man. Rev takes pedals really well. Cool. Jowls 2023. There's a new name. How are you, man? Nothing compares to the real thing, but a good software alternative has its place for home. Yes. Yeah, Rick, I agree. This actually, one of the cool things about having the whole software thing or having the Rev or whatever, is, you can get some really, really good sounding tones, recording without having to mic amps and cabs and whatever. If you've got IRs and all that stuff, you can get some really good sounds, right? Speaking of which, I hope you guys all know that I have like 20 some odd original songs, an original playlist on the channel. Go over and listen to some of my original music, man. I put a lot of work into it. My poor brother has to suffer with me because he does all my recording. He records all the stuff. He throws bass on it, and usually also programs the drums for it and stuff. But there's one up there right now called Mind Cloud. I've been told it sounds like something off a David Gilmour solo record, and I mean, David Gilmour, like, come on. I'm just a hack. But anyways, it's a pretty cool track, so go and check it out, Mind Cloud. There's a whole whack of other stuff too. There's some heavy stuff, there's some mellow stuff, a lot of it is instrumental, but there's some vocal stuff there as well. But yeah, go give my original music a listen. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that stuff too, so that'd be much appreciated. Gene's been using the Carvin X100B head for my new Deep Purple tribute. Cool, man. JCM 800 wet dry. Oh, nice. Wet dry wet. That's awesome, man. Thanks, Gene. Appreciate it. Okay. Can somebody? Let's see if I can do it. No, I can't. Can somebody? I got some spam on here that I want to get rid of. That's not what I want to do. I got any mods in here? I'll wipe out that spam. Been following, been listening to a lot of your original material, and I really enjoy. Oh, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Making a CD. I don't think anybody buy it. It's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's worth the way people take music now. I mean, unless it's like a band that they really, really like. They'll go out and they'll buy a CD. But for the most part, it's people don't. They'll use Spotify or they'll listen to one track at a time. I mean, nice of you to want a CD, but yeah, I don't really, because I do my stuff through a company called DistroKid, and I could have used CD. Was it what's the other one called? There's another one that actually does the CD thing, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it, but appreciate you wanting to have one. That's awesome. Conspiracy Music was playing my stuff. Well, that's cool. I gotta go back and thank him. Thanks, R2. You the man. Fried spam sandwich. Yeah, Speed for Hire. How are you, man? Pretty good turnout. 35 people. Well, I've exhausted all my Judas Priest riffs. There you go. It's the last one I know. Gel, Strato, or Telly? Um, I appreciate that, Steve. Um, yeah, which one I prefer? I like it. I like a Telly. Yeah, I'm more of a Telly guy than a Strat guy. And the reason I say that is I can use a Telly and I can play a for what I do. It fits the bill a little bit better in that I can cover a lot more sonic territory with a Telly than a Strat. Because you can if you got a good Telly, and I mean my Telly's awesome. It's behind me there. I got a pretty decent bridge pickup. I can get some pretty good uh, you know gainy sounds out of it. So if I want to play something heavy or lighter or whatever, like yeah, the Telly's it's really versatile. A Strat where the Strat gets weakens for me is you can't really have that. I mean, when I say Strat, I'm talking like a proper Strat, 3 single coils. You don't really get the beef on the bridge pickup, right? And I've got Fat 50s in mine, which are beefier than normal single coils, but still, they don't cut it. How are you listed on Apple Music? It's Guitar Hack. Yeah, if you go to Apple Music or Spotify, and you go Guitar Hack, you'll see all of them listed there. There's also a second YouTube channel that I didn't create. YouTube just created it. I guess if you have stuff that you put out on DistroKid, YouTube will automatically create a channel. It's called Guitar Hack Topic, and it's just my music. So even if they have videos, they don't show the videos. It's just literally all the songs. There's a few subscribers over there. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how many there are, but yeah. It's funny. Now that I'm an artist in Spotify, they send me monthly things, and it's I always get a laugh because you look at like, here's all the listens you had this month. I can't even count them on one hand. They're that little. So yeah, check out my stuff on Spotify. Give me a couple listens there. That'd be cool. Hey, John the Dark Wizard, how are you, man? Yeah, winter needs to be over. Yeah, well, actually, we're getting tonight, like 10 to 15 centimeters, which in American, that's about 8 to 10 inches. So we just got hammered earlier this week. So yeah, not a fan of winter either. Yeah, flamethrower. Yeah, flamethrower for the gas would be cool. Yeah, oh yeah, Guitar Man, you put hot rails, then you're all right. Yeah, you'll get some beef out of that Strat for sure. Yeah, I recently got a Charvel for that reason, just to have like a Stratty type guitar, with some meat, and the Charvel did the trick. Plus the Charvel's got I didn't have anything with a trem, like a real usable trem, and that's what the Charvel was good for. You found my stuff on Apple Music, so I think I can purchase it. Oh, appreciate that, Steve. That's awesome. I picked up my Rhodes today for the first time in 2 months. Cool. We got the same. Yeah, Gene, you probably got the same weather we do, man. Because you're in Buffalo, right? Yeah. Call you. Okay, you guys are going on about. Yeah, Charvels, man. Charvels are great. Yeah, I love Charvels. Shaker. Love Shaker. You got 4 Charvels. Wow. Roasted neck EVH guitars are cool. I would love a Charvel Pro Mod. Yeah, the Pro Mods are cool. Speed for hire. I've got the Dinky, the Pro Mod DK24, because there's two of them, right? There's the Pro Mod San Dimas, and then there's the Pro Mod Dinky. And the difference, I think I don't know if the San Dimas has 24 frets. I don't remember. The Pro Mod, the one I have, is 24 frets, and it has more like the squared off body. It's not rounded as much like a Fender. I think the San Dimas is more rounded like a Fender. I want a Charvel like R2s. Well, Charvel is awesome. Yeah, Charvel's great, man. 3 Pro Mods and a custom one I built in. Cool. And Vegas Sparkle today. Nice. Yeah, I really like Charvels. Dinky has larger horns? Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's the last, I promise, Judas Priest riff I will play this evening. Because I don't know anymore. Love Priest. Got a Carvin. It's a heck of a guitar. I don't think I've ever played a Carvin. Stranglehold? I don't even know if that's the way you play it. I think that's how that riff goes. Oh, that's it? That was Stranglehold? Doesn't he go up here then? Right? I think he goes up there too. I can't remember. Sounded right. Okay, good enough. Sounded right. That's all I do. I'm in a cover band as long as it sounds right. Charvels feel like home. I have a hard time with Ibanez necks. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of the Ibanez neck. I can't do it. I need a little bit of curvature in the palm. There has to be something there. And the Charvel neck is about as thin as I can go. I can't go low. I can't go thinner than that. That's about the thinnest I can go. It's like right on the cusp for me, right? But it's cool. Yeah, but I mean, because I've got terrible hands for a guitar player. I'm all palm and no fingers. So, if you got like a wide flat neck, I mean, I'd have to play the guitar like this or something. Just a bit weird. Dan in New Jersey, how are you, man? Nice to see you. Yeah, that makes two of us, BB Made. Yeah, yeah. How about a Yardbirds tribute to JB? Anything? Ah, man. I don't know any Yardbirds. I don't know any Jeff Beck. I don't know any of that stuff, John. I'd do it if I knew it. Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff. Everyone needs another guitar. You know what surprises the hell out of me is I got a I can show it to you. It's right behind me. I got a the cheapest Gibson they make. I think the last live show I did at the end of the year, I was playing that. It's a Les Paul special tribute, right? And it's got two P90s on it. It's just a flat piece of wood. It's got like the paint is just, no gloss, just a coat of paint, like with, like, I guess you can call it satin. The neck is not a mahogany neck. It's a maple neck to cut down on costs. It's got, just the cheesy button tuners on it, whatever. Like, it's bare bones, right? But that frickin' thing sounds so damn good. And, I bought it to, when I'm playing gigs where, I don't want to take a really good guitar, because, shit could happen, right? Might get knocked over, might get dinged. Some places are a little rowdier than others. And what surprised the hell out of me is I started taking it to rehearsal. I'm like, I'm thinking it's going to sound okay, And I'm taking it to rehearsal, and I'm like just blown away by this thing sounds just as good as my friggin', well, maybe not as good as this one, but as good as some of my other guitars. And it's like the cheapest one they make. It's the cheapest Gibson they make. And it just blew me away how good it sounds. Amazing. So you never know. They're out there. Yeah, I don't even know Train Kept It Rolling, Janice. The closest thing I can play to Jeff Beck is I can play Zeppelin. Oh, you got the same thing down in New Jersey? Yeah, the double cut. Yeah, they're freaking good sounding instruments. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, that's all about the pickups, right? I mean, I'm not 100%, but I think the pickups that go in that guitar are probably the same pickups they're throwing in, the classic that I have sitting there from a few years ago. Can we hear some Rush? About some Rush. Okay. Oops. I missed. There you go. A little fly-by-night for you. Yeah, it's up here. I don't know. How the hell do you come up with stuff? You're playing a song down here and then you go... You're like, oh my God. Alex Lifeson's a beast. I don't know if you're aware. Rush have their own beer. And they've had a few different beers. In Canada, apparently I'm hearing in the U.S. they're not all available. But they've already had 3 different beers come out here, right? Limited. 2 of them were limited. Came in bottles. There was moving pictures, like the record, and then they had moving pictures, like baseball pitchers, and they were bottles, and they were different, you know, recipes, whatever you want to call it. And then they have the Golden Ale, right? The Rush Golden Ale, which is really, really good. That beer I will highly recommend. The bottle ones I wasn't crazy about, but the Golden Ale is really good. If you ever see it, it's got the Starman on it, it says Rush on it. And now they're making mustard. And apparently they're using the some recipe from the beer into the mustard or something. And just make music, guys. Hey, Mitch, how's it going? Yeah, Guitar Man 45. Yeah, you know, they're making mustard now. Guitar hack here, bro. Getting a fabric top telly. Cool. That sounds like a cool guitar, Randy. Hopefully that fabric is, you know, not gonna tear on you, man. I don't know if they coat it with something or epoxy or something. That sounds cool. Love that song. And there you go. So this is software. I just turned down a little bit and the guitar cleaned up. Just like an app. It's amazing. The guitarist can't play when the way it was intended. Are you talking about Cherville's? The fabric will have at least 6 coats. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Randy. Yeah, that should be very cool, man. The days of modern... The bias effect sounds good, Mitch. So, let me... I get a little bit of time here left. What have I been on? Okay. It's bias effects. It's bias effects, Gene. And this is just the free 30-day trial download. So I only have a couple amps to choose from and a couple of pedals to choose from. But I've been able to dial in some pretty decent tones. This is like my rock tone, but I want to show you guys another tone. This is like my Sabbath tone. So bear with me a second here. I'm going to switch tones. And this is like the Sabbath tone I came up with. I mean, I only had a couple of pedals to choose from, but this is the coolest I could come up with the little bit of options available here. All right. Okay. This is my Sabbath tone. Not bad, eh? What about BTO? Well, I got the wrong sound for it, but hang on. Hang on. That's it. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I just figured that out. Hey, I know how to play a song. I love BTO, man. Actually, BTO is going to be the next topic for February. Myself, Martin, and this is a great segue. Thank you. Myself, Martin, and Pete, we are going to be ranking our top 10, our favorite 10 BTO songs. And BTO is like one of the first bands that I really dug and really got me into heavy, like into rock. They were a gateway. It was them, and it was them. It was Nazareth, and probably Kiss. Yeah. If you listen to Fools, the Mob Rules. Yeah. Love BTO. When the software doesn't respond to the volume control, it's a problem. Yeah, George, and it does. It does actually clean up. I'm going to release my Mob Rules short after this stream. Oh, cool. Nice, R2. Yeah, check out R2's channel. He's a beast of a guitar player. He's no hack. He's the real deal. So Peter Frampton. I don't know any Peter Frampton. Sorry, dude. Jeff K. Happy New Year, man. Yeah, I don't know any Peter Frampton. Any latency? You can, if you have latency, there is a way to not eliminate. Well, yeah, basically, you can decrease the buffering size, and I had to do that so that I don't have latency. So well, you can see, like I hit the guitar and there's a sound. You know what I mean? It's not like you hit it and then you wait a minute, because I wouldn't be able to play with any latency. It would totally throw me off. Here, since I got the Sabbath sound, let's see if anybody can name this tune. was terrible. Country Girl, got it right away. Rick got it right away. Yeah. Let's see. Am I out of... I think I'm out of Sabbath riffs. That's all the Sabbath I know off the top of my head. Yeah. I don't know Snowblind. Don't know Snowblind. I should learn some more Sabbath riffs. Sabbath is fun to play. Well, I mean, I don't want to play this one, you know. That's like one of the first songs when you pick up a guitar, you learn how to play that, Smoke on the Water, and, you know. Heaven and Hell. I don't know Heaven and Hell. No. Headless Cross. I don't know Planet Caravan. I know bits of War Pigs. I haven't learned the whole thing. I just know. I don't know. Nice to know. Yeah, I just know bits of it. House of the Rising Sun. Yeah. Iommi is the ultimate riff master. No argument here, man. Yeah, he's the best. I tried to write. Speaking of my original songs, listen to a song I wrote called Black Holiday. That was me trying to write a Black Sabbath song. It's instrumental. If you watch the video that goes with it. It's really good. The video was I didn't do the video. Sandra Picorni did the video for me. But listen to that song. If you're a Sabbath fan, especially like 70s Sabbath, listen to that track. It's called Black Holiday. You will love it if you love Sabbath. That was me trying to play it. Make a Tony Iommi riffy song. It's a slide that I would be doing Headless Cross. Oh, okay. Use a slide on that? I can't. I'd have to hear it. I can't even think of it right now. You try Wicked from the Dib. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start, Steve. I don't know. I think I'm all out of Sabbath riffs. Of course, I know the real easy ones, right? You can't mess those up. Oh, I used to know. I always have a hard time with that one. Mississippi. See, I'm learning. I don't want to bore everybody while I'm trying to find the notes to Mississippi Queen. But I know this. Yeah. For bands for knowing a lot of riffs, my number 1 and 2 are Kiss and Zeppelin. Those are the ones I know the most. I'm just going to switch back to, because I'm all out of Sabbath riffs, I'm going to switch back to the other sound that I had earlier. This one right here. There we go. Sounds doomy like Sabbath, eh, Steve? Yeah, that's what I was going for. You like watching me figure out shit on the fly? That's I don't think there's a easy Rush song to play other than. That's probably the easiest Rush song to play, but everything else. I can't remember that. I got most of it. Frank, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Sit there on the guitar and figure things out. When it works, it's real kick-ass. Oh, definitely, Steve. Yeah, but you don't want to do it on a live stream with 30 people watching. Did a fantastic Alex Lifeson solos a long time. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, we did our top, I don't know, was it our top 10 favorite Alex Lifeson guitar solos? Yeah, that was a while back. I think we also did our favorite Ace Frehley guitar solos as well. Yeah, we did quite a few things. You picked the solo from Analog Kid, which is killer. Yeah, don't ask me to play Analog Kid, but yeah. Is this a 50 standard? No, this is my my baby. This is an RO 2019, I think. I got this used and it needed a little bit of work, but these things are really expensive. So that's the only way I could get one. So, but hey, I love this thing. It plays great. Sounds amazing. I love the way it looks. Look at the flame on that. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Killer. It's like my favorite Les Paul. All right. Well, we're over an hour. Anybody want to hear a Kiss tune? That's all I got left. No Kiss fans in here? Oh, here's a real obscure one. Okay, I'll stop. If you must. Okay, Randy. I get the message. Yeah, I'm wearing my Kiss t-shirt today. Exciter? I don't know Exciter. I don't know. The most of the stuff I know is like the 70s stuff. I mean, sit down on my high school to get Rush to play, and we ended up with Max. Hey, man, Max Webster. I love Max Webster. They only put out... How many albums did they put out? 5, 6? They're all good. I don't know Tears Are Falling. Stick to the 70s. Stick to the 70s. I don't know anything beyond the 70s. Exciter's on Stained Glass. Yeah, it's also on Look It Up. Star Trek is on. Oh, 2000, man. There's nothing to it. That's just... Yeah, there's nothing to it. Oh, I still... Oh, shit. Something like that. Something like that. You know what? Balls to the walls. Shit. I don't know it. All I need is that first note, and then I can find the rest. Long live first position basic chords. That's right, Trucker Kev. Yeah. Think class of 78. We're talking Kiss songs from the 70s, Rick. Not Judas Priest songs from the 70s. Hey, Half-Face, how are you, man? Oh, hey. Say what you will. All right. And then we're going to close it with that. There you go. All right, folks. I want to wish everybody a awesome week. Thank you all for hanging out. Man, had a good turnout tonight, considering I only decided to do this about an hour ago. So coming up on the channel, we got a next month with Pete and Martin and myself. We're doing a top 10 favorite songs from the amazing Bachman Turner Overdrive BTO. So check that out. There will be there's another series that I do called the Cover Band Show. We didn't do one this month. Probably we're going to be doing one next month. and it's going to be I think we're going to be talking about gear. Okay, that's a show that I do with my brother, and I don't know, some more surprises I may do. I got some new music that again, folks, please check out my playlist, original music. Check out those songs, or go on Spotify. Type in Guitar Hack or Apple Music, whatever you use, and give my stuff a listen. That'd be much appreciated. Um, yeah, so there'll be some new music coming up. I've got something I've basically recorded. I just got to do it like in a better sound, with better sound. But it's a pop song, kind of 80s pop, but like cool. Trust me, it's cool. But yeah, that's going to be coming up hopefully in the next month or so. And if you want to help support the channel, folks, there's links below. So yeah, have a look below. That would all be appreciated. Everything you've been hearing tonight, this is the demo of the free download demo of Bias Effects 2. So if you dig these tones and you want to just have software on your computer, and I'm not getting paid by these guys or none of that, but it's just freaking me out how good this shit sounds. And this is just the free download. So, right now it's on sale actually. The Pro is like $115 Canadian. So for you US people, it's like $1.95. Everything's way more expensive here, but check it out, man. If you want just like free software, standalone, just plug into your computer. As long as you got an interface, and man, you can dial up any kind of amp you want. Friggin' Marshalls and Fenders and Mezzas and any kind of pedal you want. Pick your cabs, pick your speakers in your cabs. Decide where you want to put your mics in front of your cabs. It's just absolutely crazy. It's crazy. And it's really cool. And if you like the tones, that's what I was using. And I think that's what I'm going to be using from now on my live streams, is these, because I think these translate better over live streams than me plugging in my pedals and going DI into my interface. But you guys, let me know. You let me know in the comments if you think this sounds cool or not. All right, so I'm gonna sign off. Everybody have a great week. I'll probably do one of these. I usually do them once a month, so we'll see you next month. All right. Rock on, everybody. Cheers.